जिन्होंने मुझे आज ये अवसर प्रदान किया कि मैं आप लोगों के बीच आके वर्षों पुराने चले आ रहे लेबर एक्ट्स में जो परिवर्तन आए हैं उनके बारे में आपसे कुछ बात कर सकूं। These are called as labor reforms. These labor reforms were pending since second Labor National Commission report taken in 2019, passed by Parliament in 2019 and 2020, and ultimately saw the light of the day on 21st November 2025. All four labor codes, which have made 29 existing central laws a matter of history, are now effective. It's a big change. And the challenges before us is not to adopt, but to unlearn the past, understand this present, and relearn again. पिछले 3 महीनों में, 3 के लगभग 5 महीने में, जब से ये लेबर कोड्स नोटिफाई हुए हैं, इफेक्टिव हुए हैं, there is this explosion of information in the social media and digital world. जब एक्सप्लोजन होता है तो गुब्बार उठता है और उस गुब्बार में कुछ नहीं दिखता, सिर्फ धूल होती है. This is really is happening with these labor codes, unfortunately. Thousands and thousands of posts are moving around. Don't know from where they are coming. Everybody is telling its own way. Everybody is interpreting the laws. Everybody is giving the nuances and dictate to the industries, which is more than risky to adopt and listen and implement. Let me give you the very small example of few days back, and you can understand the impact of such posts which can create a disturbance in the area. Few days back, there was a post circulating in the media, social media, that government has increased the minimum wages, and from 1st April, everybody will get so and so and so and so amount. It was a fake news. लोगों ने लिखा और लिख के गायब हो गए. Reality was that central government few days back revised their variable DA for their central government employees and certain establishments. That's all. It was not for all. And the result of that misinformation, misconception, you can see for the last few days in Manesar. What is happening there? A series of protests have come on the roads, and everybody is asking for the raise in wages, better facilities, better benefits, with a simple view. सरकार ने कर दिया है, क्यों नहीं देंगे आप? States, government machinery has to come on the road to control that thing and clarify that misinformation, which is impossible. कुछ दिन पहले एक इंडस्ट्री में था, कल तक रिपोर्ट थी शायद 10 इंडस्ट्री में फैल गया है वो. कल शायद फरीदाबाद में भी था. स्टेट्स, एडजॉइनिंग स्टेट्स की गवर्नमेंट को भी एक्शन लेना पड़ रहा है कि मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन कैसे रोकी जाए. भाई आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल दिस स्टोरी. आई एम ट्राइंग टू एम्फसाइज that please do not believe on social media posts about labor codes. Do not treat as truth and start implementing those things in your industries. Do not. Please do not. They're half truths. Very dangerous. Whatever you see, whatever you read in your groups, in your circles, take a pause, read it, understand it, cross-verify it, see the law, and then think. So I'll be taking my time. I think I have 45 minutes. I'm taking my time into 3 components. One is compliance, then is workforce model, and then is preparedness. As far as compliance is concerned, few things you need to understand and start preparing for that. And that is the most contentious topic of these codes is the wage definition. Everybody is interpreting it its own way. No doubt, this is very complex. This is dynamic. This is rotational. And difficult for people working on the ground to understand that and implement it. What we could understand is that government want to make it simple, plain, and pass on all benefits to employees which are being paid to the employees. No direct expenses, no direct perks, simple structure, and that's why they have curated, drafted in this way. I can give you 2-3 minutes on that. It's a very big subject and we can talk the whole day on that. It is in 3 components. Law does not identify the concept of CTC. So you need to forget that. CTC is our own creation. CTC हमने बनाया है अपने आप. CTC कोई concept नहीं है law में, कोई उसकी legal validity नहीं है. It is only wages, nothing else. No salary, no gross wages, no CTC, no allowances, it's only wages. And it is in 3 components. Law says all remuneration. Catch the words, all remuneration. Paid on fulfillment of terms of employment. Includes basic DA and returning allowance. They are fixed. They are included. But does not include certain specified allowances are not included. To the extent of 50%. कुछ allowances को सरकार ने सिर्फ 50% तक एक्सक्लूड किया है. उससे ऊपर अगर होंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली शिफ्ट होके वो वेज में आ जाएगा. जैसे पहले बहुत प्रैक्टिस थी, बहुत जगह होता होगा कि बेसिक बहुत कम परसेंट रखा गया, 30% बेसिक, 20% बेसिक, 70-80% अलाउंसेस. अब नहीं है. आप रख लीजिए. Law will recognize only 50%. Balance of those allowances will shift automatically to the wage. Which means, if your structure is perfect, at least you have to keep your basic wages at least 50%. At least. But if your structure is not good, it may go back to 70, 80, 90 also. Because all allowances are not excluded. Only few allowances are excluded. Like HRA, conveyance, bonus, provident fund contribution, commission, deferred special expenses, something like that. Not all. If you are paying any allowance which are not named in these, they are 100% wage and automatically shift to the wage. This is the catch. And if you are paying anything which is in kind, 15% of that will also go to wage. So, you need to understand your pay structure, allowances, perks, direct benefits, indirect benefits, You all have to understand that and then redesign that so that proper benefits are passed on and compliance is made. This is the basic work you need to do. And this is common for all codes. Common for all. Earlier, you had a definition of wage in all different acts differently. पेमेंट टू वेज में कुछ और है, ग्रेच्युटी में कुछ और है, फैक्ट्री एक्ट में कुछ और था, शॉप एक्ट में कुछ और था, अब नहीं है. सब में एक डेफिनेशन है. एंड द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ दीज कोड्स हैज बीन मेड very wide. It's applied to all, organized and organized all sectors. Applied to all. No scheduled employment. Every employee is entitled to get minimum wage, at least. Every person who is working, whether in unorganized or organized, in any segment, he is entitled to get minimum wage. Employee and worker both are covered. Earlier, only workers were covered. The most of the laws were only addressing the issues of workers only. Employees were left behind. But when I'm using the word employee, what does it mean? Employee means people who are in supervisory category, managerial category and all that. Now, this law has taken care of them also. Now, any employee of any status, of any salary, can simply claim, challenge if he feels that his salary is not properly paid and illegally deducted. He has also been given the right to challenge the same equal to the other segment of the workforce. Another change which has been provided in this codes and which has very far-reaching consequences is contract labor has been covered in the definition of worker. आपको लग सकता है कुछ नहीं है, वर्कर तो ही. इसका इम्पैक्ट ये होगा कि all benefits which is applicable to workmen will also be applicable to contract labor. इसको देख के लगता है कि सरकार चाहती है कि धीरे धीरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर खत्म हो. एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर शुड नॉट बी देयर. द ओनली गवर्नमेंट मे बी ओनली लुकिंग फॉर द फॉर्मल एम्प्लॉयमेंट, not informal employment. Principal employer, you can say your establishment, your dealership, is made employer for the contract labor. What does it mean? It means that your dealership is responsible for the compliance of all laws in respect of that contract labor also. If your contractor is defaulting, you are responsible for that. You simply cannot say that I have given the contract to that contractor and it is his labor and let him do what is. I'm not responsible. I am paying the bill to the contractor. If he is not paying salary, what can I do? No, nothing. You are responsible. You have to ensure that your contractor is complying with all concerned laws in respect of his labor deployed by him at your premises. Salary to be paid by 7th every month. Not by you to your employees, but by contractor to his employees also. And principal employer is made responsible to ensure that he pays the bill of contractor before 7th, so that he can release the salary to that. For your dealerships, if you are having a single window, means your showroom is the same premises, your workshop is the same premises, your body shop is the same premises, you need to have license under OSH code, establishment code. But if you are having separate entities in different places, means showroom is somewhere else, workshop is somewhere else, body shop is somewhere else, then you need to have the license under Shop Act also and OSH code also. And both compliance are required. Because Shop Act is a state act, and that state act exists. And these are the central laws. So if your workshops are having license under Factories Act, then you need not take license under OSH code. But for showroom, you need to have license for OSH code being an establishment. So these compliances will be for you to take care of that. Full and final payment has to be done within 2 working days, irrespective of status of person or employee or worker. 2 working days. There may be issue before you. You can ask the question, if a person leaving my organization abruptly, without clearing his dues, without handing over the property of the company, how can he clear his dues? You're right. But at that time, now, you need to make clear documentation and do not accept his resignation. The moment you accept the resignation, he is entitled to get his clearance dues within 2 days. So you need to rework on your policies. You need to rework on your systems. You need to check your process, where gaps are there. This is another stage. The salary benefits, these wages impact will be on ESI, will be on PF, will be on bonus, will be on gratuity, will be on leave encashment, and everything. ESI may be less contribution, but more people will fall back. Because we think the employee who is having a gross salary of around about 40,000 will again come back under ESI now. Because now contribution will be payable on about approximately 50% total wages. So being limit of 21,000, he may fall back. Provident fund, if you are paying the contribution on actual salary, it may impact you. And his take-home salary may become less. But if you are paying on a statutory limit of 15,000, it may not impact you. Gratuity will have the biggest impact. Till now, you are paying gratuity on basic. Now you have to pay gratuity on wages. And wages is at least minimum 50%. Minimum. Maybe higher also. So as on date, today, if somebody is leaving from your organization, he is entitled to get gratuity on 50% of total salary. Rules are have not been notified so far. Only draft rules are there. Final rules are yet to come up. But rules are only for the purpose of providing with the procedure. कितनी फीस लगेगी, कौन सा फॉर्म जमा होगा, कितना चालान जमा होगा, क्या प्रोसेस उसकी होगी, वो रूल्स वो बताएंगे खाली. बहुत से चीज़ें जो अलग रूल्स से लिंक नहीं है वो सब एप्लीकेबल हो चुकी हैं. दे आर ऑल इफेक्टिव, दे आर एप्लीकेबल. इसलिए आपको भी रजिस्ट्रेशन का टाइम मिल सकता है, फीस जमा करने का टाइम मिल सकता है, फॉर्म भरने का टाइम मिल सकता है, रिटर्न भरने का टाइम मिल सकता है रूल्स आने के बाद. बट बैलेंस, रेस्ट, प्रोविजंस विच आर नॉट लिंक्ड विद द रूल्स, दे आर एप्लीकेबल, दे आर ऑलरेडी इन फोर्स. सो यू नीड टू assess the impact on gratuity, on leave encashment, on overtime, on notice, all that, and take the liability in your books, contingent liability, at least of gratuity and leave encashment. Because ultimately, it has started multiplying. So this will be the another impact for which you need to see for that. When you will work on your pay structure, you will find that better to make it simple. Certain clarifications are yet to come. Annual pay, annual incentives, whether they will be part of wage or not. Government needs to clarify for that. But till that, as on date, all such components are wages, except those few 5 or 6 which have been defined. So we should not presume that क्योंकि ये मैं reimbursement कर रहा हूँ, ये मैं साल में एक बार दे रहा हूँ, ये मैं 6 महीने बाद दे रहा हूँ, ये wages नहीं है. जिस समय दे रहे हैं, जिस महीने दे रहे हैं, उसी महीने wage हो जाएगा वो. Unless government further clarifies that, further brings notifications कि नहीं ये सब components wages नहीं होंगे. अगर नहीं आते हैं तब तक wages है. सो उस सब चीज को सोचते हुए आपको अपने वेज स्ट्रक्चर को बनाना है. और इंश्योर करना है कि किस तरह से आपका वो स्मूथ बने पूरा. अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर इज ए मस्ट नाउ. एवरी एम्प्लॉयर, एवरी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हैज टू गिव द अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर टू इट्स एम्प्लॉय with details. What are the details? Your LIN number, employee name, father's name, date of birth, address, present address, permanent address, ESI number, PF number, UN number, Aadhaar number, date of birth. All these details have to be in the appointment letter. Then, in which category you have appointed. Then, job profile. Then, wages. All these details government wants now, you should put in the appointment letter. And not you only, your contractor also. That will define in which category a person is working and whether he is getting the wages as per that category or not. And this is my apprehension. Till date, it is not like this is my apprehension. In future, in coming time, there may be an order from the government that you all have to upload your appointment letters on the portal. हो सकता है, अभी नहीं है ऐसा कुछ भी, पर जितनी जानकारी वो मांग रहे हैं, जितनी जानकारी वो कह रहे हैं कि आप अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर में लिखिए आप, ये हिंट करता है कि शायद वो आने वाले समय में कभी भी ये प्रोविज़न डाल दें कि सब एम्प्लॉयर्स को, अपने सब एम्प्लॉयज़ के अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर्स को अपलोड करना होगा. हो सकता है. So we need to be cautious. We need to put the conditions very fairly. We need to define everything clearly. So that is one of the biggest changes for that. No employee can be paid less than minimum wage. And that minimum wage cannot be less than the national floor wage, which central government is expected to announce. Till then, जब तक वो अनाउंस नहीं होता तब तक जो एग्जिस्टिंग मिनिमम वेज है आपका वो पेबल रहेगा. Equal wages to all, irrespective of gender. So no discrimination on the ground of gender, and they have included the transgender also. So equal wages to all. Then three windows they have open: Works Committee, Grievance Committee, and Safety Committee. These committees have to be formed by the employer, by the dealership. If you have 100 people, 100 persons, you need Works Committee. You have 20 persons, you need to have Grievance Committee. And you have 500, then you need Safety Committee. Rules will provide the details. So this portion, you can say yes. Since rules are not there, we can't apply that. The moment rules are there, these committees have to be formed. And these committees will be a forum of mutual discussion with the employees. Works Committee will take care of daily functioning. Grievance Committee will take care of the grievance of individual employee. And the Safety Committee will take care of safe and healthy work culture of the organization. And the operations are safe or not. So these are the three committees which have been given place in these labor codes, for which we need to work for that. When the rules will come, They will define the details and then you have to operate for that. Health and safety to all. Employees up to the age of 40 years need to be examined at the cost of employer every year. And the health record has to be kept in record. This OSH code seems that government is very much concerned about the health and safety of the people working in the organization. Committee operation, medical checkup every year. These indications throw light that we need to sensitize our people at the workplace to be safe while working, to adopt the safety precautions, to use personal protective equipments, need not to create any activity which may cause danger to life to other persons working there. These are few areas where you can see that the objective of the government is to provide ease of business, at the same time safety to workers, and their dues are given to them. So balancing three is the final outcome of these labor codes. One big change in bonus. Earlier, bonus formula, bonus calculation was to be declared by the central government, applicable throughout country. Now they have changed it. Now this bonus formula will be declared by the state government. And now you can see the implication of this thing. Suppose you have multi-state showrooms and workshops and operations. Rajasthan may have different formula, Karnataka may have different formula, Himachal may have different formula, Delhi may have different formula, Haryana may have different formula. It will be a challenge for you to calculate and distribute bonus to employees of different branches if they are multi-state locations. And they have added one more thing in that bonus will be on 67% of allocable surplus. Earlier it was 60%. Available surplus, allocable surplus. Available surplus का 60% bonus होता था पहले, अब वो 67 कर दिया है. So you need to pay more. But formula will be declared by the appropriate government. Earlier formula is gone. 1,000 and 700, 7,000, that's gone. New formula they may continue same, they may change. This is another. An employee found guilty of offense of sexual harassment is disqualified from bonus. This is another one additional disqualification has been added now these in labor codes. Earlier it was not there. So any person who is found guilty and convicted for this offense will not be entitled to get any bonus. He is debarred from that. Everything will be digitalized. Registers, records, returns, payrolls, everything has to be on digital format. You may feel that very easy, only one return has to be filed and the matter is over. But once that return is filed, that is available to all government agencies and that cannot be changed, rectified or modified. So please be careful for that. While filing your return, you should be able to recheck the data and with full evidence. कोई गलत चीज़ अगर भरी गई तो भरी गई. मैनुअल में आप ठीक कर सकते थे, इसमें ठीक करने का चांस नहीं है. So you need to be very cautious about your electronic data which you are submitting to the government. It will be only one return, but one return will be available to all. Anybody, any officer can see that. Records you need to maintain for 5 years. Earlier there was no time frame except in income tax. But for labor laws, there was no time period, how much time we need to keep record. Now they provided that all records are to be maintained for 5 years. So this was a broad compliance I have given to you. Keeping my time, let me now talk to workforce. Review your workforce. How many apprentices, how many trainees, how many probationers, how many permanent, how many temporaries, how many contract labor, where you need, where you don't need. And one additional category has been given by the government, that is fixed employment. Fixed employment means you can keep a person for a fixed period and then say goodbye. But that employee kept on fixed term is entitled to all benefits, all equal benefits, equal wages, equal benefits as permanent person is getting. Equal leave, equal overtime, equal wages, and he is also allowed gratuity if he completes 1 year of service. So do not get confused that gratuity limit has been reduced from 5 years to 1 year. It is not. It is only for the person who is appointed on fixed term basis, not for all. Other permanent employees are still eligible for gratuity only when they complete 5 years. Not 1 year. 1 year is only for the fixed term people. So this is the workforce model we need to work. So decide and divide your workforce into these categories: professionals, temporary, permanent, fixed term employment, apprentices, and how you have to prepare for that. Review your policies, review your process, upskill your employees, make them train for working on technological based platforms, digitally, review your structures, update your payroll, complete the employment record, get your nominations fulfilled of all employees. These are the preparedness, and these preparedness should be done as early as possible. Review the contracts of your contractors, review the arrangements with the employees, review your structures, all these things. So these are for the preparedness. So I have tried to, given my limited time, I tried to cover the 3 areas: compliance, workforce, and preparedness. But you should not keep in mind that these labor codes are not applicable. They are applicable, they are in force. Only rules are to be there. The moment rules comes in, full implementation will be there. So start preparing yourself, keep mobilizing your records, start working on that, analyzing the impact, address the gap, and do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and practical session on this subject. मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ श्री रितेश मामोडिया जी से, कृपया आप मंच पर पधारें और श्री अनिल कौशिक जी का सम्मान करें. आपकी ज़ोरदार तालियों के बीच में चाहूँगी ये हो.